today, I can definitely say that I cannot imagine a life at Harvard without this team. But I can also promise you all that 4 years ago, I had no idea what a special team I was becoming a part of. I vividly remember sitting on the couch in Steph's office, beginning of September of my freshman year. I was a nervous freshman, wondering if I was crazy for thinking I could somehow belong on this team. And maybe it was a little crazy, but the one thing that I did know was that I had spent the summer dreaming of putting on a Harvard swim cap, and I just couldn't give up on swimming quite yet. A handful of captain's practices later, and I could hardly believe it when Steph walked up to the end of my lane during practice and handed me just that, a Harvard cap. What I knew that day was that I was becoming part of a team of 35 total strangers signing up for some tough practices, and that I somehow had the good fortune of being able to put on a Harvard swim cap. But swim caps don't always last for very long, and it was quite a few caps later that I realized that what I had really been given that day was not just a cap and an opportunity to be part of this team, but the gift of a family here at Harvard. Now, I know I'm often known for being the sentimental one around here. This is really difficult to follow Deeds and Taylor already. I know I'm typically the first one to tear up watching Remember the Titans on the bus. One who's trying to pull myself together during inspirational team meetings. I think the first time I met Amanda, I cried. It's so awesome. But I'll try my best to not get overly sentimental here. But I hope you won't mind listening to just one of my sappy senior stories from this year. HYP this year made me realize a lot of things about what is so special about this team. First of all, swimming for Harvard is about something so much bigger than yourself. When you get up to race, it's about putting your fears aside and having confidence, because even if you don't always believe in yourself, there are 30 other women who believe in you. Never has it been more clear to me than when I stood behind the blocks for one of my races at HYP, looked across the pool in that crowded pool deck, and I saw a small army of crimson at the other end of my lane, and I knew that I had nothing to worry about. The thing is, from my best races to my worst races, the same group of girls has been standing behind my lane for 4 years. HWSD has taught me that it is also about having the courage to push yourself a little further than you thought you could, and most of all to dream a little bigger, because your teammates and coaches believe you can do it. While swimming for 16 years taught me a lot about dedication, perseverance, and all the usual traits cited by retired swimmers, it has been the last 4 years that has taught me what it means to be on a team. The women on this team in this room have shown that they are, in fact, the ones who stand behind my lane in life, too, always cheering me on. They've pushed me through my most difficult classes, celebrated my birthday every J term, shared long talks about life, mentored me in my summer internship, sat next to me in never-ending study sessions in Widener, and literally held my hand when I needed someone there the most. It's safe to say that when I think back on my time at Harvard, my teammates are the people who will stand out as the ones who shaped my Harvard experience the most. There's absolutely no shortage of laughs when I'm around this team, especially when there's music. Friday afternoon practices, Beyonce dances, singing Hotel Nacional on the school bus in Puerto Rico, dying of laughter at the annual training trip talent show, a certain SP shirt party, and Steph's infamous Dougie on the pool deck are just a few notable moments that come to mind. She can demonstrate later. But more than anything, I want to thank the incredible women in my class who have stuck together from the days in our freshman fall when we went around proclaiming freshman love to anyone who would listen, and we're cocky enough to deem ourselves Dream Team 14. Danny, thanks for our sophomore year car rides from the quad, life chats and study dates in Widener. Paige will always be my burger eating buddy and fellow football fan. Alex, you wrapped Harvard diving fiercely for our class and brought so much fun. Sarah, thanks for all the sprint lane memories and for making sure I'm not the slowest eater on the team. Deeds, from being post-workout stretching buddies to shopping partners in crime, to sharing every Harvard Yale, to being roommates next year in New York City. I can't imagine these last 4 years without you. Taylor, it's been an instant friendship since those matching pink hot pink, really, Sperry's that we had freshman year. Our mutual love for crafting and glitter made being Cosmo a blast. But most of all, you've continually showed me what it means to be an amazing teammate and friend. And Skylar, you will always be more than just an honorary member of this class. We all love you too. To all the underclassmen, whether you have 1 or 2 or 3 years left on this team, I just want to tell you all to enjoy it. It goes fast. I've heard it every year from the seniors at this podium, but it is worth repeating. Relish every moment you have with this team, and know that our team's success has always been due not only to talent and hard work, but most importantly to our ability to swim for the team and not for ourselves. We are lucky to be part of such a special team, and I know we will keep the tradition of HWSD love and Ivy championships alive and well. It's tough to extend my gratitude for every single coach who's touched my swimming career. Thank you to years of amazing club coaches, to 3 great years with Matt and Chris, and especially to Amanda for being an incredible coach and mentor this year. I'm so glad you joined our team, and I couldn't have asked for a better coach to end my career with at Virginia Tech. Kyle, thank you for always knowing just the right way to motivate me and for sharing the best name. And most of all to Steph. Thank you so much for taking a chance on letting me join this team 4 years ago and for teaching me that I could play an important role on this team. Thanks for being such an important role model and source of support for me over the last 4 years. Thank you for believing in me. Last but most definitely not least, I wouldn't be here without the incredible amount of love and support I've always had from my family. And although he couldn't be here in Boston today, I have to first say thank you to my brother Jack, who has always inspired me and been my biggest fan. I bet none of y'all have ever gotten an "I love you, princess" shouted from the stands. He's the best. And Mom and Dad, I look up to both of you so much. Thank you for signing your little 7-year-old up for that summer league swim team all those years ago, and for always supporting me in and out of the water ever since. You're both such incredible role models, and I feel like the luckiest daughter in the world to call you my parents. I'll never be able to say it enough, but thank you for everything. I love you. Sorry for making you cry, Dad. Thank you all for 4 amazing years. It's been incredible to be part of this team with each and every single one of you, really. After 4 years, I promise that the privilege of wearing a Harvard cap still hasn't been lost on me. Thank you.